Right. Be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. And we're back.
Hi, it's our faces again. We love you very much. Thanks for coming.
It's our faces that you cannot see.
It's our voices that you can hear, though.
Hopefully you can hear us. That would be rather awkward if we weren't recording audio for the past fucking hour and 24 minutes.
I would shit my dick.
I would actually just delete the channel right then and there.
Not to be dramatic or anything, but
Not to be dramatic.
but I might.
You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Alright, bud. Hey, Nick. It's time. Time to fuck around and find out.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution thoughts of the matter?
Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photos we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else who could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Now hold your horses, Mr. Robot. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
What the fuck, honey?
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right.
You don't like?
Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Who was this person, other than Mr. Powers, that could have committed the murder? Well, who do you think it was, Anna? Was it the assistant girl? Was it the grade school boy? Or was it the security lady?
It's gotta be the security lady.
Correct choice.
Correct.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through the whole time. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
Up anything I'm saying right now.
I don't want to have to hold it when anything I fucking say.
Don't you hate that?
I'm just trying to do my thing, dude. What? Whippersnapper?
I'm wondering what whippersnapper means, but it's too late to ask. Order, order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simply, Your Honor. She knew the camera was at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, new damning evidence to point out?
Prosecution has no meaningful objections this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean, you sack of shit? Oh, so do you think that this? Do you think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't you just want to sit? Don't just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Let's press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
So horrible to boy.
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Just a minute.
Wait just a damn minute.
What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though. You said 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my own man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? You're so sure? Or is it... Oh, is it to be nice to be the kids and mean to your elders this day? Whippersnappers?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. A proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. The samurai spear, baby.
Baby?
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy... What was her name?
Something Oldbag. Wait. Sorry.
Oldbag, Your Honor.
The prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it!
Wait a second. I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
Huh?
Right, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. I told you I wasn't allowed to talk. I'm not gonna say it.
Wait. The little jokes Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to excusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep it from this court until now?
Aw, ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. No, I missed it. Who were these people?
The director and the producer, for starters.
The director.
Sorry. Episode where Anna chokes to death.
You should have known something was fishy. But they have done a run-through of their action scene without the director. Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
He was in the employer all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way down to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was falling over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer, and some bigwigs, were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about the other people we've just been told of.
I understand. And Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings on the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all this court has done.
PM. Strict Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Really, it's nothing.
The fuck is my mom and... Oh, that's right. The fucking Packer game's on tonight. Or a football game. I don't know if it's the Packers. could you hear my mom screaming from downstairs?
No.
Oh, it was super funny. Green.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Go in. Or should I... Oh, or should I...
See, you're not doing it right. You're supposed to go... We'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about the director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witness for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
Oh, Nick. Have we figured out just who it was who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers.
Old Windbag, I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, don't. She's a bitch. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. Be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, this snort really adds something to his character.
It adds to the character.
Yeah. Everybody's got their thing.
Everybody has their bit.
Ellsworth is being a robot, but also coughing really loud.
Every now and then he has to cough up some oil that gets lodged in his fucking gears.
I'm eating like these fucking, what is this even? Oh yeah, it's like this snack mix, but they've got like flaming hot Doritos and Cheetos in them, so I'm like,
Ooh.
it's delicious, but I'm just like,
I'm in pain.
I try to do like the robot voice, and then like all like the spice gets sucked down my throat.
Oh, it's gotta be the fucking worst. Ugh.
It's not great.
Whew, what a day.
What a day having this massive cock. Time for
Oh,
relaxing, Nick.
ugh. Give me a second, Maya. I gotta drink some milk. Get great.
Great.
I know that's not gonna be uploaded anytime soon, but the fucking we played Skyward Sword a couple months ago now, and we had this bit that the little fucking Kikwis in Faron Woods sounded like Markiplier. We were fucking dying. Just fucking get away.
Way. There's no time for relaxing, Nick. Stop making cookway noises.
I know you're one of Butt Spectrum Club's biggest friends, but now's not the time.
No, it's not the time for making jokes. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out in today's trial.
The director and the producer.
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's go to the studios.
Okay.
Okay.
Boo.
No one's here.
Right, now that they have Mr. Oldbag. Mr. Oldbag, huh?
Whoa.
Hello? Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I'm gonna eat them.
Sure, Maya. You.
October 18th. Nick. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today either.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion in today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I guess I kinda have to.
Well, if I have to. Do it. This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
Doesn't really look like much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not. Huh? Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Are we sure this is a studio?
Examine the flower bed.
Clearly the most important thing.
There are some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They like taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
Interesting.
The building door.
Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked.
Aw, shucks. I love that she says shucks.
Shucks and yucks.
Shucks and shucks. Exactly.
Who? Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate a T-bone steak too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
Whatever you say, Maya.
Thanks.
A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
Alright, this is getting too real. But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Damn. Didn't have to hurt me
Getting
like
judged.
that, Maya. An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Intuitive, Mr. Wright. Intuitive.
Wow.
There's a big 2 painted here.
Probably because it's a studio too.
Probably. No, it doesn't look anything like a studio. Well, that's everything here. Thank you.
I just wanted you to. I just wanted you to hear that, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's the end of the. It's the end of the episode. Drum.
Oh no! We're gonna die.
This is the end of the episode. We hope you enjoyed it so.
This is the end of the episode. We hope you enjoyed. Get your forehead kissed now. Oh, there you go.
Go ahead and hit the subscribe and maybe like, cause we're really fucking desperate! Sorry for blowing anybody's ears out with that. I was getting really into it.
That'll be really nice to hear in post, just to like watch the video and be like, oh god!